Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Raman back here. Today I'm doing the rebuild of wheel of birthdays. What basically I'm going to do is spin the wheels 14 times. There are two wheels, one which contains a number through 1 through 31. The next up is a wheel of uh, months, which is from January to December. The next up we'll move on basketball reference to see how many players were born on that date. And then we'll move to random number generator to pick our guy. Okay, so let's start with the first spin, official spin of the video, and we land on number 8. And it is 8th of March. So let's see how many players were born on 8th of March. Correct NBA players. And there are only two current NBA players born on 8th of March. One is Michael Frazier and next is Marko Grudic. Okay, let's generate a random number and we get the number 2. So we have Marko Grudic on our team. So let's spin the wheels for the second time. And we get the number 24. And it is 24th of February. So let's see how many players were born on 24th of February. And there's only one current guy who was born on 24th of February, and it's Costa Kofus. So we don't need to generate the random number now. Let's move on to the third spin of the video. And we get the number 29th. And it is 29th of March, again March. Let's see. And there's only one guy currently playing in the NBA, that's Wade Baldwin. So again, we don't need to generate the random number now. So let's move on to the next spin of the video. All first three spins were trash picks for us. Let's hopefully get some good one here. And we get the 31st. And month is 31st of October. Let's see how many guys were born on 31st of October. There's no current NBA players born on 31st of October. So let's spin the wheel again for the fourth spin. And we get the number 30th. And it is 30th of November. So let's see. And there's currently only one guy currently playing in the NBA, that's Grant Williams. So again, four spins, 4 trash picks. And this is the fifth official spin of the video. And we land on number 26. And it is 26th of February. So again, we land in February. And again, there's no current NBA players born on 26th of February. So let's spin it again. And we get the number this time, it is number 4. And it is 4th of again in March. Has two players currently. That's Raymond Green and Matisse Thybulle. Let's generate a number, and we get the number 1 this time. And it is Raymond Green. So first cut pick for us. And next spin, and we get the number 3 this time around. So it is third off, again in March. And there are only two guys born on 3rd of March, Cameron Johnson and Jason Tatum. One is an MVP caliber guy, future MVP. And we get the number 2. That is a good, excellent pick for us, Jason Tatum. Now let's move on to the next spin. And we get the number 19th. And it is 19th of September. Let's see how many players were there born on 19th of September. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 guys born. Some of them are excellent and some of them are okay picks. So let's see. Let's generate a number between 1 through 7. And 5. And it is DeJounte Murray. Okay, a solid backup point, defensive point guard for us. Okay, next spin of the video. And we get the number 6. And it is 6th of February again. So we keep on landing in February and March. I have no idea why. And there are two current guys, Kevon Looney and CJ Williams. So let's generate a number between 1 through 2. And we get the number 2 this time around, which is CJ Williams for us, again in thrash pick. Okay, so let's move on to the next spin. And we get 18th. And it is again in February. So 18th of February, let's see. Okay, so there are 2 current NBA players born on 18th of February. So let's generate a number between 1 through 2. And we get KCP this time. Again, can be a solid bench player for us. Next spin. Number 2. And 2nd of May. Let's see how many players were born on 2nd of May. And there's 2 guys born on 2nd of May. One is again an MVP caliber player. And we get the number 1. That's an MVP caliber player, Paul George. Excellent pick for us. Now the next spin of the video. And we get the number 5th. It is 5th of February again. And let's see how many players were born on 5th of and there are 1, 2, and 3 guys born on 5th. So let's generate a number between 1 through 3. And we land on number 3, that is Terence Ross. Again, can be a good bench player for us. Let's move on to the next spin. And we get the number 21st. And it is 21st of August. Okay, let's see how many players were born on 21st of August. And there's 2 guys born on 21st of August. So let's generate a number between 1 through 2. And we get the number 1, which in this case is Jody Meeks. I have no idea who this guy is. Okay, let's move on to the next spin. And we get the number 25th. And it is 25th of May now. Let's see how many players were born on 25th of May. And there's no one. Okay, next one. That's 24th. And we get the 24th of June. Let's see how many players were born on 24th of June. And this 1 and 2. Both are solid bench player, can be solid bench player for us. And let's generate a number between 1 through 2. And we get the number 1, which is Luke Kennard in this case. A good pick for us. Okay, so we are done with the spinning. So I'll be back once I have assembled the team. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is the team that I've put together. First up is DeJounte Murray, then Paul George, then Jason Tatum, Draymond Green, Kenneth Faried, which I've signed him in free agency, and Luke Kennard, Norman Powell, Terence Ross, KCP, and there are the rest of the players. Okay, let's now move on to check the system proficiency. And it is 4-star defensive system, balance 3.5, and rest is 3 and 3.5 looks like. Okay, so we'll roll with the defensive system 4-star. Now let's simulate the regular season first. And I'll be back with you once the regular season is over. Okay, so regular season is getting wrapped up. We were an okayish team with a record of 45 and 37. Luka wins MVP. We're averaging 31, 11, and 9. Then Ja Morant wins the Rookie of the Year. Then DeMarcus Cousins, 6th man. Kawhi Leonard, defensive player. Bam Adebayo, most improved. And Nick Nurse wins the Coach of the Year. Here are all the NBA teams. All NBA first team, All NBA second team, third team, no one from our team. All defensive first team, which is Paul George, our guy on it. Then defensive second team, rookie first team, and rookie second team. Okay, so we are the 6th seeded, and we are going to play with Brooklyn Nets, which are third seeded. Okay, let's first see the season stats first. And Jason Tatum averages 25 and 6. Paul George 24, 5 and 4. Then DeJounte Murray 12, 6 and 6. Kenneth Faried with a solid double double. Then Luke Kennard with 10 points off the bench. And here are the rest of the guys. Okay, now let's simulate the first round of the playoffs. And we lose in the first round itself. Okay, let's simulate the playoffs first. And Charlotte wins the championship with Joel Embiid as the Finals MVP, averaging 29 and 10. Okay, guys, I'll be back until in the free agency of the next season. Please stay tuned. Okay, let's sign some good free agents now. I'm giving contract to Anthony Davis, and we are second on the listing of his priorities. Next up, let's give a contract to Ben Simmons also. I'll give him a max contract, 4 year, 4 year, $119 million. Then next, let's give a contract to Brandon Ingram. Yeah, I'll again give him a max $119 million with the player option. Okay, we're done for the first day. Let's see if any of those guys come. Ben Simmons goes to Mavericks. AD goes to Boston, and Pelicans have matched with for Brandon Ingram. Okay, let's sign some decent free agents now. First up, I'm going for Morris. 105 million 4 year contract with the player option, and we are listed first on his priorities. Next up, is Gallo Gallinari. Let's give him a contract, and then let's give a contract to Dwight Howard as well. All three guys have agreed. Let's see how many of those sign with us. Let's sign some more free agents now. First up, I'm going for Reggie Jackson. Okay, let's go for Chris Wood first. 2 year, $33 million. Next up is Davis Bertans. Again, a 2 year contract for him, 30 million. Let's give a contract to now. Let's give a contract to Reggie Jackson as well, 2 years, 27 million. Davis Bertans goes to OKC. Let's now see how many people fit our system, which is defensive system. Okay, I'm giving a small contract to Torrey Craig for a backup small forward. Okay, that's after all the free agency. I'll be back with you at the start of the regular season. Okay, this is the team that I've put together. Let's give Reggie Jackson some minutes for the backup point guard position. And 14 minutes. That's enough for him. Okay, so let's say the system proficiency now. Again, it is 4-star defensive system. 3.5, 3.5, 3 stars, 3.5. Okay, so everything is 3 or 3.5. So we are going to roll with the defensive system again for this year. Okay, let's simulate the regular season first, and I'll be back with you once the regular season gets over. Okay, we are finishing with a pretty decent record, and we win 61 games here. Giannis wins the MVP award with averaging 30, 12, and 6. Anthony Edwards wins the Rookie of the Year for Indiana Pacers. Dennis Schroeder wins the Sixth Man. Kawhi Leonard wins the Defensive Player. Markel Fultz wins the Most Improved. And Mike Budenholzer wins the Coach of the Year. Here are all the NBA teams. All NBA first team. All NBA second team. All NBA third team. No one from our team again. Then all defensive first team, which is Paul George again on it. All defensive second team, which is DeJounte Murray on it. Okay, this time we are second seeded. Milwaukee is the first seed here. Let's see who season starts first. Sorry. And yeah, here you can see all the stats here. Paul George numbers went down a bit as Gallinari was a good signing for us off the bench. Montrez is a good season. DeJounte Murray again with a good season, and here are the rest of the guys. Okay, let's now move toward the playoffs. We are going to play against the 7-seeded Miami Heat here. Let's simulate the first round of playoffs. And we sweep them. Okay. Now let's see the box score for Game 4. Gallinari went off for 41 points for 15 of 20 shooting. That's fabulous. DeJounte with a great double-double game. And okay, let's move on to the second. And we win in Game 6 against the Brooklyn Nets. Let's see the Game 6 box score now. Jason Tatum went off with 32, and everyone has a solid game. DeJounte Murray almost a triple-double. Okay, now we are going to play against the 4-seeded Atlanta Hawks. Let's simulate this round. And we sweep them. Let's see the Game 4 box score here. And Jason Tatum again went out with 40 points. Okay. Now we are going to play against the first-seeded Dallas Mavericks. And everyone knows then it's almost impossible to beat Luka in this 2K game. So let's simulate this game by game. Game 1 we win. We are up 1-0. And second game is again in Dallas. Game 2 they take. That's all tied up after 2 games. Game 3. And they take Game 3. That's lead by 2-1. Game 4 again in Philly. And we lose Game 4. So we are down 3-1. Let's simulate this game with Simcast. Sorry. It's a close game here. We take the first quarter lead. Second quarter. Again, back and forth game here going on. We lead by 10 here. And now we lead by 15 points here. Hopefully we just do not blow it up. And again it's a back and forth. Fourth quarter, back and forth. Still pretty close here. It's 2 minutes remaining here. And we lose. Okay. So Dallas wins the championship in 5 games with Luka Doncic winning the Finals MVP, averaging 33, 12, and 9. Thank you guys. If you do like the video, please do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for some fun and exciting videos ahead. Thank you so much.